it's there. Today's, I'd like to introduce today's speaker, Shelley Vidal. And Shelley actually she's a coach. I was talking with her, and I think a social justice advocate, and she's also an author. And so one good question that I really am looking forward to asking Shelley today is when she says that all you need is one egg. One egg. And I tell you, that took my mind off to a lot of different things in life in general. All you need is one egg. And that means that quality, value, one. We talk about niches all the time as well. So Shelley's with us today, and she's going to tell us, she's an author, guys, and she's going to talk to us about what she means by that phrase. Hi, Shelley.
Hi, great to meet you, Marlene. I'm so glad that we finally get to meet in Zoom land because we've had some great phone conversations. And so, yeah, nice to meet you for sure.
Wonderful. And you're from Canada, correct?
I am. I live in the Greater Vancouver area, in Surrey, British Columbia, and typically out here when we acknowledge where we're from, we also acknowledge the Indigenous folks of the land that we live on and play on and work on. And so the where I live is in Surrey, BC, and it is the traditional and unceded territories of the Tsawwassen First Nations, the Semiahmoo First Nations, the Kwantlen First Nations, and the Kwat-Kwat First Nations folks. So yeah, I'm honored to be on this land.
Wonderful. Okay, well, listen, you already know my first question. Okay, tell us about that phrase.
Well, you only need one good egg. That really came about for a couple of reasons. I had an amazing acupuncturist that reminded me that it didn't matter the number of eggs that a person has. This is for IVF. It's really about that quality. And if you've got that really good quality egg, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And so that was the reminder that he gave me. And that's the part of the title of my book.
And I think in your book you asked what the maximum could be, and I think your doctor said 2, right?
Yeah, that was for when we did the transfer for the embryo transfer. Yes, that's what
left one egg, correct? That that egg is now what? Frozen?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's another question and decision at a later date. What's going to happen to that egg?
So, but I got to ask you though, when did you come up with this title for your book? Was it while you were pregnant, after the pregnancy, while you were talking to your mom? It was after?
I was talking to Razzie, my book coach. And so I'd written everything and I was all excited and I was like, I don't have a title. I don't know what to use. And I don't know. And so we were brainstorming. Like I was trying to figure it out on my own. And then we were brainstorming. And I went down and thought about we did a word drop at the beginning of the whole process, trying to figure out, like what are some words that are coming up. And it was in that moment of just kind of reflection from my pre-writing that I thought about what the acupuncturist had said, and we were playing around with different things, and that's kind of how it came out of you only need one good egg, manifesting a miracle.
I just had to say
congratulations.
And for you and for your baby, she's beautiful. I saw the picture. She's gorgeous. And
thank you so much.
Now, was it after birth of your baby you thought about the book? You thought about the book afterwards, right? Or was it
absolutely it was after? No, it wasn't. I honestly, before I had my daughter, I never thought I'd become an author. That was not really on the top of mind. And even shortly after I gave birth, that still wasn't top of mind. It wasn't until I would say the spring of last year So my daughter was about 6 months old or so, and I was having a chat with some girlfriends, and we were talking about the importance of sharing, in particular, Black women sharing their journeys around health and how representation matters. And if we talk about our experiences and we share our experiences, it's no longer in the dark. And it normalizes what many of us go through, but we don't know, right? We just kind of, and it's, sometimes it's cultural, right? We don't want to talk about what's going on behind closed doors. And that can be very isolating. And so when we share our experiences with others, it's comforting for some, it normalizes a situation, and you don't feel like you're so alone.